Hello everyone, welcome to Q&A Academy. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the concept of averages. Averages is one of the important concept. Definitely they'll be giving questions in competitive exams and campus recruitment exams also. You may get one or two questions from this particular concept in guarantee way. Okay, now to make you understand more about this concept, we'll be using one beautiful example. There is a family, and in that family there are three brothers. Okay, one brother is a doctor, and one brother is an engineer, and one brother is an officer. See, if he is a doctor, definitely he'll be getting more income or not. In the same way, doctor he is earning 90,000 rupees. In the same way, engineer, if you compare with doctor, little less salary only he'll be getting. For engineer, he is earning 60,000 rupees. In that same family, there is one government officer. For him, he is earning 30,000 rupees. Okay, this is the complete income of the brothers. Now, whatever the amount they have, those amount they want to give to their mother. So their mother, she is going to distribute that amount in a equal manner. Now what they did, all three of them, they went to near their mother. They gave their complete salary to their mother. Now what is the salary of three members? 90,000, 60,000 and 30,000. Their mother want to divide that salary whatever they have. She want to divide that salary in the equal amount, and she want to give for their children only. Now what she did, now what is the amount they have? 90,000, 60,000 and 30,000. Total amount she has taken. If she add complete amount, how much amount she'll get? Altogether she'll be getting 1,80,000. Now this 90,000, 60,000 and 30,000, she want to divide for how many members? She want to divide for three members. Now for three brothers, she want to divide it. So what she did, she added the complete amount whatever they have given. If we add, we'll be getting 1,80,000, and if I divide with 3, I'll be getting 60,000. So for each brother, how much amount she has given? 60,000. This 60,000 only, we are calling it as average. Now, to find average, what she is doing, she is adding the complete amount or not. Now, whatever the amount, whatever salaries they have, those salaries only, we will be considering it as sum of observations. Those salaries are considered as sum of observations. Now, total how many members are there in the family? Total 3 members are there in the family. Those 3 numbers, I'll be considering it as number of observations. Sum of observations, if you divide with number of observations, then what you will be getting? You will be getting an average. Now here if you observe, what are my sum of observations? 90,000, 60,000 and 30,000. Whatever observations I have, what I am doing here, I am adding it. Adding is nothing but sum or not. So I am taking it as sum of observations. Same numbers, with what I am dividing with 3. Why I am dividing with 3? Because here how many members are there? 3 members are there. If there are 3 members, definitely those 3 members only I am considering it as number of observations. Sum of observations by number of observations, if you do, what you will be getting? You will be getting an average. Same process, if it is happening in the another family, how she is distributing, we will see. Now here also if you observe, the doctor's salary is 90,000 rupees only, the engineer's salary is 60,000 rupees only, the officer's salary is 30,000 rupees. Now whatever amount they have, she want to distribute it equally. If she want to distribute equally, what she did, you know, from this 90,000, she removed 30,000. 90,000 minus 30,000 if I do, how much I will get? I will be getting 60,000 rupees. These 30,000, whatever she has taken from the doctor, that she is giving to an officer, which is nothing but here she is adding. If she add that 30,000 here, how much it will be here? It is going to be 60,000 here. Now what is the salary here? 60,000. Now if you observe, in 3 different variations for 3 different members, the salary they are getting is 90,000. But if you are taking average it is how much? 60,000. So their mom it is distributing equally. How she is distributing? She is taking from the doctor, and that amount whatever she has, that she is giving to the officer. If she distribute in this way, average I am getting in the very fast manner or not. This is only we are calling it as shortcut. Whenever you distribute the amount or quantity, anything in the equal manner, if you are distributing the amount in the equal manner, that will be considered as average. For each and every person, it should be same. It should be not different, like one person it is 70,000 and one person it is 50,000. Average for all the brothers, always it will be same, and average for 3 brothers is how much? 60,000 rupees. So one thing what you have to remember is whether you can go with the formula method or you can go with the shortcut method. But what you are doing in both the methods is you are distributing the average, you are distributing the amount in equal manner, and that amount only you are telling it as average. Understood all of you? Now let us move into the next thing. Here you can see what is the formula for average. Average is nothing but sum of observations by number of observations. In our previous slide, we already solved how much sum of observations I have here. 1,80,000 and number of observations is how much? 3. Now that sum of observations and number of observations I will be writing here. 1,80,000 divided by 3. Now what is this 1,80,000? This 1,80,000 is going to be sum of observations. What is this number of observations? Number of observations is going to be 3. Now 1,80,000 if I divide with 3, how much I am getting here? 60,000 I am getting here. That 60,000 only I am considering it as average. For suppose if they are asking you to find sum of observations, they have not given any particular amount like 90,000 and 60,000, 30,000. But by using average and number of observations, you have to find sum of observations. How you will be finding it? Sum of observations, if you have to find whatever average you have, how much average you have? 60,000. That average, if you multiply with 3, if you multiply with 3, which is nothing but number of observations, if you multiply with 3, you will be getting 1,80,000 rupees or not? This 1,80,000 is going to be my sum of observations only. Yes or no? Now whatever this 1,80,000, whatever amount I have, that amount only I am considering it as my sum of observations. Either you can add all the numbers or you can multiply your average with number of observations also. In both the places you will be getting your sum of observations as 1,80,000 only. This is one of the important thing. This where we have to use which process it will help us. For suppose if they are giving all the numbers, you already know how to find sum of observations. What you will be doing? You will be adding 90,000 plus 60,000 plus 30,000, which is going to be 1,80,000. If you add also, you will be getting sum of observations as 1,80,000. And also one more process is what? If you multiply your average, what is your average? 60,000. If you multiply your average with your number of observations, which is nothing but 3. If you multiply your average with number of observations also, what you will be getting? You will be getting your sum of observations same as like there only, 1,80,000 only. So this is how, these are the two process what we have to follow to find sum of observations. Next, in the same way, if I have to find number of observations, if I have to find number of observations, then what I have to do? Now here you can see what is my number of observations here in the answer. It is going to be 3. What is my sum of observations? My sum of observations is 1,80,000. This sum of observations every time I will be having it. Now with what I have to divide this? If I divide this with my average, sum of observations, if I divide with my average, I will be getting my answer as 3 or not? Yes or no? So my number of observations is 3 only. That is what I got it here. Now here what I am doing? Sum of observations. I am dividing with what? with average. I am dividing with average. Here my sum of observations is going to be 1,80,000 and my average is going to be 60,000. If I divide with that, whatever answer I am getting, that is going to be number of observations. Understood all of you? This is how we have to remember complete averages concept. Here you have seen the formulas and also you have seen one shortcut also. Shortcut is nothing but distributing the amount equally. If you can distribute the amount equally, there no need of using any formula. But if you want to go with the general method, definitely you have to use this formulas. Formula for average is sum of observations by number of observations. Formula for sum of observations is whatever they have given, average multiplied by number of observations. Formula for number of observations means sum of observations by average. These are the formulas which you have to remember if you want to solve in a general method. But most of the times, whatever we are going to solve the questions in averages, if we go with the general method, definitely you are going to take lot of time. We have to solve the question within 20 to 30 seconds only, because to understand the question only, it will be taking 20 to 30 seconds of time. So to solve the question, maximum you have to spend 10 to 20 seconds. By that time only, you have to solve the questions. Understood all of you? Now we'll solve some of the questions how they'll be asking from averages. Before solving that questions, you should know how to find average for consecutive numbers, even numbers, odd numbers, such type of numbers. First, how we have to find that average, that we should know. So the techniques we will learn and then we will try to solve the questions from this. Now here you can see, here we have mentioned finding average for consecutive numbers. Consecutive numbers means what? For suppose if I have to find average for first five consecutive numbers. So what I have to do? What are the first five consecutive numbers? First five consecutive natural numbers, if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the consecutive numbers or not? Consecutive numbers are nothing but next to next numbers. After 1, what will be getting? 2, 3, 4, 5. These numbers will be considered as consecutive numbers. Now what they are asking? They are asking you to find the average for this number. All of you remember one thing, whenever you are finding average, your middle number only will be your average. Here what is my middle number? My middle number is going to be 3 and that is only my average. Understood? Here I have 1 to 5 numbers. In 1 to 5 numbers, what is my middle number? My middle number is 3 and that is only going to be my average. If you calculate also, 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 1, 10, 13, 15. 15, if you divide with 5, what you will be getting? 3. Same answer you are getting here or not? Yes or no? So, no need of solving such type of things. Directly you can find your answer by taking middle number as your average. In the same way, if I take the question in with different numbers, from 11 if I start, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Any numbers, any consecutive numbers, from 100 if you take also, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. For such type of numbers, any consecutive numbers, your middle number only will be average. Here taking middle number is very easy. Because here I have only 5 numbers. If I have 5 numbers, I can take middle number very easily. But if I have 6 numbers or if I have 8 numbers, then how I have to find the average? For this also you can use that trick. First, let me tell you about that. Now, if I have to find average for 8 numbers in the sense first 8 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total how many numbers I have here? 8 numbers I have. For those 8 numbers, I have to find the average. Now, here if you observe, I cannot take the middle number. What is my middle number here? I cannot find. Here I have 2 numbers which is 4 and 5. I can consider it as 4.5. I can consider it as what? 4.5. But if you cannot identify that, it is a 4.5, then you can do one small method here. Here if you add first number plus last number. What is my first number here? 1. What is my last number here? 2. First number and last number, if you divide with 2, here my last number is 8, sorry. Okay, 1 plus 8, if you divide with 2, 1 plus 8 is nothing but 9. 9 by 2 is going to be 4.5. Anyway, you'll be getting the same answer. Understood? This logic you can apply for these numbers also. For here also you can apply this. Now what are the numbers I have here? 11 to 15 I have. What is my first number? My first number is going to be 11. What is my last number? My last number is going to be 15. 11 plus 15, if I divide with 2, which is nothing but 26 by 2. 26 by 2 is how much? 13. 13 only my average or not? Yes or no? This is how we can find the average. For suppose if they are giving for a lot of numbers, directly you can take first number and last number divided by 2. This logic will apply for anything. If you take even numbers also, if you take odd numbers also, if you take squares also, any type of number where the difference is same, the difference should be same. If the difference is same, directly you can apply this rule called first number plus last number divided by 2. Now, here if you see, finding average for numbers when the difference is same. When the difference is same means what? For suppose you have numbers like this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, total how many numbers I have here? 5 numbers I have. If you observe here, the difference is same or not? If the difference is same, then what you have to take? You have to take your middle number. Your middle number only is your average. Or you can take first number and last number. What is your first number? 25. What is your last number? 5. 25 plus 5 divided by 2 will be giving the same answer, which is 30 by 2, 50. 15. So anyway you'll be getting the same answer or not. So if the difference is same, here if you observe, for all the numbers the difference is going to be 5 only. For all the numbers the difference is going to be 5 only. If the difference is same, then you can apply this logic. You can take middle number or you can take the first number plus last number also. Sir, here we have 5 numbers. If we have one more number extra, then what we have to do? Then how we can identify the middle number? In this way also you can identify the middle number. For 15 and 20, what is the middle number? Middle number is going to be 17.5. Or if you add 30 plus 5, 30 plus 5 is going to be 35 divided by 2 will be giving the same answer, which is 17.5. Hope all of you understood about the consecutive numbers on and difference from different values. For suppose if you see the first number and second number, the difference is same between all the numbers. For such type of numbers, you can apply this. Okay. Now, if I move into finding average for consecutive even numbers, if I have to find consecutive even numbers for 10 numbers. For 10 numbers, I have to find the average. How I can find this? For 10 numbers, if I am taking, what is my first number? My first number is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yes or no? See, from 2 to 20 I am taking 10 numbers. First 10 numbers in even numbers will be 2 to 20 only. Is that correct or not? Yes. For this I have to find average. If I have to find average for this, what I have to do? What is my first number? 2. What is my last number? 20. So 20 plus 2 I have to divide with 2. 20 plus 2 is how much? 22. If I divide with 2, how much I'll get? 11. And what is the average for first 10 consecutive even numbers? The average for first 10 consecutive even numbers is 11. So, if you are thinking that this process is very lengthy, because for 10 numbers you can write from 2 to 20. If they are asking for 50 numbers, it is not possible to write 2 to 50. If they are asking for 100 numbers, it is not possible to write from 2 to 100. So, what you have to remember, how many numbers they are asking? Here, how many numbers they are asking? 10. If you add plus 1 for that, 10 plus 1 is going to be 11, and that is going to be your answer, which is nothing but n plus 1. Whatever the question they are giving, for that number, if you add 1 for that, that is only your average. In the same way, if I ask you to find the average for 50 even consecutive numbers. What is the average? Can you keep in the comment box? What is the average for 50 even consecutive numbers? For average for 50 even consecutive numbers will be, which is nothing but n plus 1. Here n is going to be 50, and 50 plus 1 is going to be 51, and that is going to be the average. Understood, all of you? In the same way, if they ask you to find average for 100 even numbers, first 100 even numbers, then what you will do? 100 plus 1, which is going to be 101. That is only your average. Understood, all of you? Now, if we move into the next part, here you can see finding average for consecutive odd numbers. How to find average for consecutive odd numbers. Here also let me take one example. By using that, I'll explain you how to solve this question in a easy manner. Now, I will be taking first 10 odd numbers. If I have to take first 10 odd numbers, what are the first 10 odd numbers I have? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. 3, 6, 9, 10. First 10 odd numbers will be these numbers only? Yes or no? If I have to find average for this, what I have to do? First number I have to take and last number I have to take. What is my first number? 1. What is my last number? 19. 1 plus 19 is going to be 20. 20 if you divide with 2, you will be getting your answer as 10. Here what we are doing? First term plus last term you are dividing with 2. Same formula we are using for all the numbers. We are using for consecutive numbers. We are using for same difference between the consecutive numbers, and also we are using for even numbers also same formula only. For odd numbers also same formula only. Understood, all of you? Now here, how can we solve this question without writing like this from 1 to 19? Without writing like that, how we have to solve this question? Here if you observe, what is the question they are asking? First 10 odd numbers. 10 numbers they are asking, and your answer is going to be 10 only. Your n is only your answer. 10 numbers only they are asking. Here how much answer you got? You got 10 only. If they are asking you to find for first 50 odd numbers, then what will be your answer? 50 only. Your answer is going to be 50. If they are asking for first 100 odd numbers, what is going to be your answer? You have to comment in the comment box. Okay, for 100 numbers, what is the average? For 100 odd numbers, what is the average? What is the answer? 100 only. I hope all of you understood. For even numbers, what we have to do? N plus 1. Whatever numbers they are asking, for that we have to add 1. 10 plus 1 is going to be 11. For odd numbers, what we have to do? We have to take the same numbers, how many they are asking. For suppose if they are asking for 10, answer is going to be 10. If they are asking for 50, answer is going to be 50. If they are asking for 100, answer is going to be 100. So this is the basic concept of averages. See here, whatever we have discussed, if you have to solve the questions, definitely you should understand the complete concept of averages. Hope all of you understood the complete concept. In our next video, we'll be solving some of the questions on averages from basic level to advanced level. So all of you everyone, all of you try to watch those videos. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching the video.